Welcome to your June 2026 reading. It's been a while since I did a reading for you all, but I will say there is an energy activation for you right now with Pluto in your first house squaring Mars in your fourth house. That's bringing changes for you. Now, where Pluto is where you're trying to transform, where you're taking back your power. And where Mars sits is where there's a lot of chaos and change that will be initiated as a result of what is taking root in your Pluto house. Okay, these are power struggle type energies. Okay, so family, friends, people that is a part of your private world, structures that exist within your family life for some time, those are coming to a head. All right, so let's see what we have for you all. What is the Mars Pluto square bringing in for Aquarius? And, you know, these are the rulers of your 10th house, so whatever this is could be very public for you because Scorpio is in your 10th house. What is the Mars Pluto square bringing in for my Aquarius collective? I just did Scorpio, so that's why they're still on my mind. Do see communication here. So right now Mercury is in the sign of Gemini in your 5th house. Okay, all right, liberation, that's what I'm talking about, the freedom that you're trying to get. However, whenever I look at this card, in the bushes there's this hidden figure, and that always makes me think that so that you're trying to move forward, there are things from your past that will try to creep up to keep you stuck. Okay, so you're trying to liberate from something right now, but there's something from your past that will try to keep you stuck. I don't feel in this energy it's like a hidden supportive energy. I feel like it's something that is waiting to prance at any moment. Okay, we have curiosity also. So there, I always say with this, there's a door that is open and a crow is going in. Curious. So this is also giving me Fool card energy. You want to take a leap of faith, you want to take a risk. Okay, and I feel with that risk that you want, yes, brazen. Okay, brazen, being bold. I feel with that risk that you want to take, pay attention to around June the 8th. That's when Gemini will be at 17 degrees. That may be the time to take said risk. Write down that date. Okay, June the 8th. With communication here and self-interest right after it. We also have dominance, which is what I was talking about. This whole energy is about. You need to ask for what you want. A closed mouth will not get fed you, and it's time with the self-interest for you to start to think about what would benefit you rather than anybody else. Okay, there's something that is coming up that you are supposed to be bold and take a risk. This thing will liberate you. Maybe it has already come up for some of you all, who knows. Let's see. June 2026 for Aquarius. 3 cards. Because even in this, I see a train, and then there's level up right after this. Okay, so whatever this thing is, like, you could be getting information with the Page of Swords right now, but there's a train that is coming and you want to jump on that. If you've been having dreams about like cars or buses or plane, it's indicative that you're going somewhere. It may not be like a literal travel, but definitely that things are changing. So I see the 10 of Wands, the Hanged One, and the Queen of Cups, which, you know, the 10 of Wands makes me feel that something has been heavy for you. That's why the self-interest card made a difference in the way that I was speaking about things, where I said with the communication here, it might be time for you to ask for what it is that you want. Okay, with the Hangman here and the Queen of Cups, I don't know why I'm feeling like it's like emotional blackmail for some of you all. And normally you all are advanced now. I'll see how that word plays in. Normally you all are detached, Aquarius. And so I don't know what this thing is that had some type of hold on you with the Hanged One, but it had a hold on you subconsciously, emotionally. Okay, that could be what you're about to liberate from in this next while. Let's read curiosity. An open door is an open invitation for this brave soul. Now is an excellent time to consider what treasure you will find when you are brave enough to explore. Doors, look inside and analyze the situation. you are just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster than you're currently seeing. However, you need to get inquisitive, and you also need to get brazen. You also need to get bold, okay? Break free. Your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. You deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Okay? So I do feel like it's time for you to whatever from your past. And you gotta get curious about that. So we have the Star, we have the Nine of Swords. And I'm gonna have to piece these together because my son's teacher is I had to answer that call for my son. So you're gonna see these videos pieced together. So we have the Star card, which is your energy, Aquarius energy. So I feel this is about you tapping into your power, tapping into what is the next phase of your life should be, especially since we're moving towards the south node, the north node moving into your sign, okay, in July. But you're already starting to gear towards that energy because we already had that eclipse in Aquarius. So we're at the midway point since that Aquarius eclipse. So we're getting there. We're getting towards it. Now we also have the Nine of Swords here. I feel like you're worried with this Nine of Swords, but this could also be people around you. Let me first look at this being you being the one that's worried. And the reason why I'm saying you is because there's something that you want. There's something that you're curious about. But with the communication and this wolf being right behind this worried person, you're protected. Your spirit guides and ancestors are helping you through this process. You just have to ask for what it is that you want rather than being crippled by fear, okay? And the last card is the Five of Pentacles. Some of you, the fear is about the money being there to do something, or the support, or both, being there for you for something, okay? About this thing that you're inspired about, this thing that recently took your attention. So let's get some more. Why is the Star card here? Because this does feel like a wish fulfillment, but I feel like you're seeing all the reasons why it won't work out rather than why it will. You might not want to disappoint some people with this Three of Swords here, and I guess that's why self-interest is really standing out to me here. We also have the Seven of Swords, okay? I feel, didn't I say here that this could be like emotional blackmail? I feel you have been programmed to believe that going after what it is that you want. And I also say that because we have the Magician here in the reverse, which Magician reverse, Seven of Swords upright, this gives me emotional manipulation. Five of Pentacles is like you wanting something, someone is making you feel like you shouldn't want said thing because you're gonna leave them behind, or because you don't deserve it, something to that degree. We have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, so it's very hard for you to make a decision right now. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, because making some decision means you're gonna have to end something. And I don't know why it seems like you're more comfortable being stuck in whatever this painful, very heavy thing is, rather than pushing yourself forward. So some of you, this could be about forgiving someone. You don't need to forgive them if you don't want to. One more on the Ten of Swords. Yeah, Page of Swords in the reverse here. Ace of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Hang One, which we had Ten of Wands and the Hang One here too. Upright, this would be the opportunity that you would take, but you're not taking it. At least right now you're not. Page of Swords is being curious. It's getting the information. Why aren't you allowing yourself to get the information? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Is it because you feel like if you allow yourself to get the information, you're going to want it even more? Nine of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Swords. The World card. You don't want to end something. You don't want to elevate yourself somehow. But why? Is this a toxic family or a toxic relationship? There's a lesson here to be learned. One more on the World card. The thing about the Nine of Swords in reverse is it's really not anything that you should worry about. Like, you're making yourself worry. This is basically saying the worries that you think about this ending doesn't exist. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, because there's something greater that is coming than what you're allowing yourself to struggle with. You're not allowing yourself forward momentum with the Chariot in the reverse here. What's the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, definitely. A Virgo could be significant. Or Sagittarius. Six of Cups in the reverse. Someone from your past. Magician in reverse. This is the emotional blackmail. I keep reminding you of what I did for you, or what we went through together, or what I endured. That's what the Magician in reverse, the Six of Cups is. One more on the Six of Cups. Yeah, that Hermit could be definitely be a Virgo. Who's stopping you from moving forward toward whatever this glorious thing is? This is elevation. Whether it be in a romantic love, whether it be a new business opportunity, a new work opportunity, just accomplishing a goal, whatever it is, someone is trying to make you feel like you should not get said thing. Let's get your advice from Spirit. I saw 10:10 on timer, 10:10 a.m. here. So that's definitely constantly being an initiated, activated Ace of Wands. That's right. That Ace of Wands that I showed you a while ago. Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Four of Cups. If you continue to stay on the fence because you're trying to be on everyone's good graces with the Three of Pentacles, you're going to miss out on an opportunity here with the Four of Cups. Choose the wand. Pick the wand, okay? I did see ultimatum, so it might come down to that, especially since I see the Five of Swords here. Someone may be like, it's either this or that. Choose yourself. That's why I keep seeing self-interest. Choose yourself. Okay? What do we have for Aquarius, please? What else do we have for Aquarius for June 2026? What do they need to know? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will be having readings on sale for Gemini season. So do check out the booking link in the description box down below. What else do we have for Aquarius, please? Alright. There's an ego death moment for you or someone else. Someone's being motivated by spite. So it's like, yeah, an opportunist. I feel like whatever this person is doing is because they just want to, again with the dominance energy, they just want to dominate you. Five of Swords is that being motivated by spite to have someone lose, okay? Now, for those of you who are single, I do see multiple love options too. If you're in a relationship, someone is looking at an engagement ring. There is someone who is envy and jealous of you all, which I feel is that person who is trying to keep you stuck, okay? This could be like you're about to elevate in a relationship and you have a friend or a family member who's jealous, okay? Some of you do have new love coming in on a whole, so this is a mixed bag. Some of you are already in relationships, some of you it's new love, okay? There's someone saying it was always you, and this is in a romantic sense. This it was always you, meaning that you were always the one for them. There's a destined change that is about to come out, and that's what I said with the Star card, is you being more aligned with what it is that is meant for you. And then there's also an energy of needing to ask for a sign, right? So communicate with your ancestors, okay? Make it be something very specific, like something you don't see often, but if you see this thing in a certain time frame, you know that that is your confirmation, okay? And if you don't, then that is also a confirmation in a way, okay? All right, Aquarius, until next time, be blessed.